Today guys, we're going to be talking about some things that they should add to Grand RP. Now normally I just come up with these ideas myself, but today we're actually going to be taking a look at the suggestions tab in the Grand RP Discord because you guys actually have some pretty great ideas. If you guys want me to turn this into a little series to get more of your ideas out there, let me know down below in the comments section. Anyways, let's kick it off with the very first one, posted by Jocelyn Cassidy. Add storage units. So pretty much what this person is saying is, within the city there is currently a dramatic housing crisis where everything is over the top expensive. Their solution, adding storage units that will be accessible throughout the city that will cost an upfront payment, and you have to continue to make payments to keep your unit. This is exactly like how it is in real life. So it would be awesome if they actually did something like this and they could turn it into a business as well. So people in the city can actually make money off of the storage units and people who can't afford houses can use them to store all of their crap. They also went on to state, as far as what these units could do, they could have low-end ones that could only store items and then high-end ones that could even store vehicles. And depending on the area, maybe they could store things like boats or helicopters. I don't know about the boats and helicopters thing, but storing cars is honestly pretty great. I honestly think it's an amazing idea. Let me know what you guys think of it down below in the comment section, and I really hope something like this is added soon. Alright, this next one is a robbery rework by Chunmu Chibui. I definitely pronounced that wrong, and I'm very sorry. This is what this guy's talking about. Rework housing robberies, rework unconscious robberies, or I guess add unconscious robberies, and then car robberies. Let's talk about house robberies. So he went on to say, let's be honest, robbing houses or 24/7 stores is not worth the time, effort, or money. These items are heavy, and you can only hold a few, and then you have to put them in your trunk, and then you got to move a lot of crap around, and it's just honestly really annoying, and considering when you sell them off to black market, you really don't get that much money. What this person suggests is double the price of these goods so they're worth a bit more money. So that means if you have 200 TVs, you could sell them for like $250,000 instead of a measly like $60K, which is what it's like right now. Police should also be notified when a high-tier house gets robbed to create more cops versus robbers RP. I think that's a great idea as well. Honestly, housing robberies are pretty shit right now, and even robbing 24/7 stores, it's honestly not worth it. You really don't get that much money. Next, unconscious robberies. Now this is one I'm somewhat okay with, but at the same time, I don't know how good this would be because I feel like it would reduce RP in a way because a lot of people would take advantage of it. And at the same time, I think it would also improve RP because it's more like real life, I guess. So what they say is, logically, we should be allowed to rob illegal items off unconscious people. It makes so much more sense than having to revive the dead guy, have them put their hands up, which they rarely do, search them, then ask them to drop everything, and then wait there like a moron while they stay until their friends get there and shoot you from behind. He says it's a dumb process, and I have to admit, it does happen a lot. So what they're saying to fix this is, when a person is unconscious, you should be able to do G, and then organizations, and then search. The requirements to search would stay the same, and then it would put you into a manual stall option like you do when you're stealing a car, which I think is also a great idea, where pretty much the player can't move for about 15 seconds. Once completed, you should automatically get their cash, if you steal cash, and then the inventory of the player pops up like a car trunk, showing all of the illegal items you're available to loot, and then you can freely transfer them to your bag. This makes a lot more sense than what it currently is in game. Like I said, this can improve RP in a big way, but I feel like a lot of people are going to end up taking advantage of it, so let me know what you think of that down below. And then next up there are car robberies. So he goes on to say, first off, why do I need some ugly ass tattoo to rob a car? I completely agree with that. I have to admit, it's kind of stupid, and I hate having that tattoo on my face. Secondly, why can I only rob a specific car that is chosen for me to rob by the darknet gods? I kinda hate that as well. I'm not gonna lie. It gets really annoying. Like if I want to go steal a certain car, let me steal a certain car. And then they also go on to say, we should be able to steal any non-insured car we walk up to. Each car can be robbed once a week, like houses, and just like that, easy fix to car robbing in Grand RP. Honestly, that last statement, I fully agree with that. Any non-insured car should be able to be robbed once per week, just like houses. That is a great idea right there. And you should be able to pick any non-insured car, as long as it's not in the green zones. And I honestly think this could help a lot with ramming out of green zones, because then people would just find a car that's not in a green zone and just walk up to it and start robbing it. I feel like they can also improve the way you actually rob the car. I've seen in other RP servers, you have to do like 3 tasks in order to steal the car, and if you mess up on one of those tasks, it's game over for you, and then you're not able to steal the car. You'll need to go and acquire 3 different things in order to steal it, like maybe a crowbar to break the door open, and in Grand you would just click the space bar at the right time and boom, the door opens. And then the next task you have to do is maybe you have to hotwire the car, and there's like a whole new menu that pops up with like a little mini game, and like I said, if you mess it up, it's over. And then the final thing you gotta do is something else. I don't really know. But anyways, I feel like robberies in general could be improved a lot in Grand RP. Let me know what you guys think of his entire idea down below. This next one is add a ghetto zone to the top right like how Green Zone is now. It's also by the exact same person. He pretty much goes on to say, make a little red ghetto zone warning when you cross into any ghetto area. This makes a lot of sense. He goes on to also say, any new player that goes into the ghetto are confused why they get killed. And honestly, that's happened to me before, and I wasn't even a new player because I had no idea right in front of Beach Market was the ghetto, which I also think should be reworked. Like, you literally walk out of the Beach Market area right past where the barriers are to get in your car, and instantly you get lasered because there's people just waiting there for you to exit the green zone. I hate that. When you enter a green zone, you could tell you're entering a green zone. When you're entering a ghetto, you should be able to tell you're entering the ghetto. Exact same thing should pop up in the top right corner in red, but just say ghetto area or something like that. Doesn't matter. It's a great idea, and it should definitely be implemented. This next idea comes from Kyle Blackbird. He says, add a knife for close combat. We have a golf club, a hammer, a baseball bat, and even a wrench. None of the players use these for RP. A knife would be great for close combat, and I think it would be good for robbing. If 3 guys show a knife at you, you need to play the same RP as guns. It honestly makes sense, and this would be really cool. I wish there was a knife. I believe there actually was a knife at one point in the game, but they removed it. I don't remember who has it, but I know they have it in the trunk of their car somewhere, and I honestly wish I had it. It's worth a lot of money. But anyways, they should definitely add a knife. I don't know why they don't have it. Maybe add a dagger or even a switchblade. It would be pretty cool. This next one is a state organization update, and I'm just going to be talking about a couple of the things that I really liked. I'm just going to put a screenshot of it up on screen right here, and then you'll be able to see it and read what you want. But I'm going to go over some of the key details, which is obviously the first one. Replace the pistol with a revolver. Makes a lot of sense. Add a gun that shoots rubber bullets, that slows the person down or makes them trip. Because honestly, the stun gun only has a certain distance, and it would be great if we had an assault rifle that could shoot rubber bullets from a distance away, so then they trip and fall on the ground or something. Add awareness for state orgs, like gangs have, is a great idea. And I honestly just read through this entire thing, and I honestly like almost every single thing on here. So, like I said, just read through this screenshot, pause the video if you want, and read through everything. He came up with a lot of great ideas, and honestly, a lot of this stuff should be implemented into the game, because I do feel like organizations do need a pretty decent update, because they're honestly pretty crap right now, I'm not gonna lie. This next one is for same-sex marriage. I honestly think they should have added this a long time ago. It's 2023. It's not the 90s. People are married, and they are the same sex. And I'm sure a lot of people in Grand would like to do this as well. Let me know what you guys think of that down below in the comment section. If you're homophobic still, then honestly, just don't say anything. I'm not gonna lie. That's it. Because, like, the world's changing. Either accept it or don't. Just don't say anything if you don't have anything nice to say. Period. Anyways, guys, these are just a couple suggestions that you guys came up with that I definitely think should be added in Grand RP. Once again, let me know about everything that you guys heard in this video. Would you like to see it? Would you not like to see it? And why? And of course, go and make some suggestions in the actual suggestions tab in the Grand RP Discord and see what other people think of them as well. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.